Good evening, and as the Department Chair of UNCG's LIS program, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you to this particular part of the iDEALS Summit, the keynote session. And I like to not talk very much because there's a lot that we want to be able to do in terms of hearing from Camila as well as having a dialogue session after that. So what I'd like to do is now turn things over to Jennifer Wicker, who is going to introduce Camila. Jennifer Wicker is a third semester graduate student in the MLIS program at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. She also holds a BA in English Literature from UNCG. She serves as president of LISA, which is the ALA student chapter, and is a graduate assistant in the LIS department, working closely with Dr. Sandra Andrews. Jennifer also serves as a reference intern at UNCG's Jackson Library. Additionally, she has interned at Randolph County Public Library and Jones Library at Greensboro College. Jennifer is currently conducting an independent study on authority control at UNCG with the Technical Services Department at Jackson Library. Jennifer is an active member of the American Library Association, North Carolina Library Association, VLA, PLLA, and ASL. So for those of you who are in our community, you know what they mean. Her research interests include cataloging and metadata, authority control, open source ILS, and information literacy instruction. Jennifer hopes to pursue a career in academic librarianship with a focus on cataloging, technical services, and administration. You go.
Thank you, Dr. Chu. Good evening.
Good evening.
Dr. Camila Alire is Dean Emerita at the University of New Mexico and Colorado State University. She has additionally served as Dean, Director of Libraries at the University of Colorado at Denver. She currently serves as Adjunct Professor of Practice for Simmons College's PhD program in Managerial Leadership in the Information Professions, and Adjunct Professor at San Jose University in the Executive MLIS program. Other previous library experience includes serving as a community college library director, head of a special library, school librarian, and assistant to the dean instructor at the University of Denver Graduate School of Librarianship and Information Management. Dr. Alire received her doctorate in higher education administration from the University of Northern Colorado. She also holds an MLS from the University of Denver. Aside from serving as ALA president, Dr. Alire has chaired several ALA committees and special advisory task forces, and has served on the ALA Council and the ALA Executive Board. She is past president of the Association for College and Research Libraries and served as the chair of the 2005 ACRL National Conference. Dr. Alire has served on the Association of Reference Libraries Board and on the Greater Western Library Alliance Board, and was the conference co-chair for the GWLA National Diversity Conference. She was also professionally active in both the New Mexico and Colorado Library Associations. Dr. Alire's writing focuses on library marketing and advocacy, library services for Latinos and other minorities, library disaster recovery, leadership development, and recruitment, retention of minorities in the library profession and in higher education. She recently co-authored Serving Latino Communities, published in 2007, Academic Librarians as Emotionally Intelligent Leaders, published in 2007, and edited the Library Disaster Planning Recovery Handbook in 2000, published in 2000. She has also published in various library journals, mostly in the areas of library marketing and advocacy, leadership, diversity, and recruitment retention. She has presented workshops all over the United States on library advocacy, serving the Latino community, and other topics. Additionally, Dr. Alire was named to the ALA Alta National Advocacy Honor Roll for her library advocacy work, was the first recipient of ALA's Elizabeth Futas Catalyst for Change Award, and was twice selected by the Colorado Library Association to receive the CLA Exemplary Library Services to Ethnic Populations Award, and was named Reforma's Librarian of the Year. Lastly, she was named by Hispanic Business Magazine as one of the 100 most influential Hispanics in the United States. Please join me in welcoming ALA President Dr. Camilla Alire.
You folks are troopers. Thank you very much for those of you who've been here for the afternoon, and I welcome those of you who've just come to this particular session. I'm going to be talking about diversity, particularly relative to cultural competencies. And I had a wonderful dialogue with Claire about, what would you like to have me cover that would complement the IDEAL conference that you're having. And I have to tell you that I'm just tickled and delighted to be here. I'm here, and then I will also go to 2 other LIS programs in Chapel Hill?
Chapel Hill and North Carolina Central.
Okay, right. North Carolina Central University. So, and each one of them is a different topic. So, but this is the one that I really like to visit about. As you heard from Jennifer, one of the things that I'm very passionate about is how we can diversify our workforce, how we can diversify our profession, how we can diversify the student body and the faculty at different LIS programs. But I'm not really going to talk about that. I'm going to really concentrate on cultural competencies. What I need to know is how many of you are LIS students? Can you raise your hand high? All right. Okay, and how many of you are practitioners? Can you raise your hand high? Very good. And how many LIS faculty? Okay, good, good. Who have I forgotten? Did I forget any category? It's always, okay, I didn't. Okay, it's always good. I always like to know who's in the audience so that I can make sure that I am inclusive in terms of my comments. The majority of the folks in this audience are the LIS students. And one of the things that I want to share with you is that I've done talks on advancing your career. In fact, I think that's the topic that I'm going to be speaking at NCCU. And I'm talking about professional service and leadership and advocacy and diversity. And I think one of the reasons why it is really good that we have a good showing of LIS students tonight is because you folks are our future in terms of serving our different types of users, whether it's public libraries, school libraries, academic libraries, or special library users. And one of the things that they are requiring, or at least listing as preferreds in a lot of the job announcements, is commitment to diversity or experience in diversity.